Hey, we got the bows. Hey, we got the bows. Hey, we got. Hey girls, welcome to another vlog, guys. I'm hanging out with my sister. Y'all, my sister, no, they don't play about me. I feel so like loved and blessed and lucky or whatever. I literally called her this morning and I was like, girl, one of my subscribers, you know, she sent me a package because she thought I still had my P.O. box. She sent it to the P.O. box place and I was just trying to give my sister to help me, like, to see if I could get Uber to go pick it up and bring it. And girl, she had just got off the road. You know, my sister, she be on the road, girl. You know what I'm saying? She be on tour with Beyonce. So anyway, she had literally just came off the road from like a work tour or whatever. But anyway, so we are getting ready to go to Cantoni Furniture and look around at some stuff or whatever. You guys seem to really be enjoying the vlogs, and y'all like the fact that I'm starting to get out more, and I'm happy about that as well. So we gonna go in here now. I don't know if they're gonna let me film, but if not, I don't know. You know, maybe we'll kind of sneak a peek at a couple of things or whatever. We're just gonna go look around, and then when we get back to the house, I'm gonna show you guys what my fabulous bombshell sent me.
Call me when you need some, call me when you need some, call me when you need some love. Call me when you need some, call me when you need some, call me when you need some. Call me when you need some, call me when you need some, call me when you need some love. Call me when you need some love. My darling, my angel, my queen and my friend, my lover, my one. She's the beat in my heart. You're the kiss on my lips. I wanna know she is. Let's turn the lights on. You're the kind of love I think I fall for. A flawless garden with no ego. I'm your cup of coffee, you be my sweet and low. Hey, you a different babe on a different way. I know what you want, no need to explain. You give me your heart and mine in exchange. It's a risk to take, but real love ain't safe. Hey. Yeah, real love ain't safe. Oh, real love ain't safe, no. So let our love glow and grow through your face. Don't hold back, let love have its way. Yeah, I don't want no 50-50, I just want to honor what you pay.
So one thing that I can honestly give myself credit for is the fact that I have been extremely honest and transparent about my journey with depression. It's not always easy talking about these types of things, especially when you have not figured it all out. You know, through journaling, fasting, walking, exercising, it has been helpful, but I can honestly say I felt like I needed to add another component to my journey, and that's because through everything that I've been doing, I still have a problem relaxing. And so what I decided to do is reach for my Bob and Braid eye mask. So guys, this is the Bob and Braid eye Oasis 2. This helps me get into a very calm state and I'm able to properly meditate. One of the biggest benefits that I can honestly say that this mask does have is the fact that you can pair the Bluetooth to your phone. I'll go into like YouTube and then to one of the Rain Sounds channels, and then I'll pair it that way. That has been extremely calming for me. And if I don't want to do that, I like the fact that it already has the technology in the mask where it does come with music. Another thing that I can totally appreciate about the mask is that it does have 5 different modes. For example, what I typically do when I turn my mask on, I'll go for all 3 modes. And so I'll do heat, as well as the music, as well as the compression, because they're all beneficial. However, if you don't want to do that, you can use the heat with the air, the heat with the music, the air with the music, or just each mode by itself. You know, we all have those days where we just don't want to get out of bed. What I'll do is I'll reach for my Bob and Brad Oasis 2, and I'll use it on the heat and the compression mode to help me get the inflammation down around my eye. And that is because it does have the massage technology, which comes from the compression as well as the heat. This mask is so compact. You have the flexibility in the middle. So you have this part right here, and then the mask itself, it pulls back. And so it's extremely flexible. All you would do is take and tuck the strap in. You would pull it back this way, and then you would put it in the carrying pouch. And so it makes it really, really easy to travel. Another couple of benefits that's really good for the mask are for my girlies that love to read. So guys, this does help you with dry eye. It does help relieve the tension around your eyes, and it also helps with circulation. And I think because of the fact that it helps with circulation, that's what helps take that inflammation down, which is why I keep bringing that part up, because that's been a really big deal to me. This is really good for my corporate girlies. I'm always talking to the corporate girls here, because I know working in a corporate environment, it does get stressful. You know, you may not be able to fully decompress the way that you want to. And so you can simply grab your Bob and Brad mask on your lunch break, on a quick 15-minute break, and just escape for a while. It also has a temple massager. So it literally feels like you have hands around the sides of your eyes, kind of doing one of these numbers right here. This has so many benefits. It's been extremely helpful for me on my journey. And if there is anyone out there that is on a wellness journey with me, I'm going to strongly encourage that you click the link in the description box below. Head over to Amazon and purchase your mask today. Guys, let me know if you have any questions about the mask. But I would like to thank Bob and Brad for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and on to the vlog. All right, girls, we have a package, and this is from one of my fabulous bombshells, Shalette. Miss Shalette, honey, she done sent us over some mixing bowls and measuring cups, because y'all remember on the last episode of Down to the Kitchen, no, not Down to the Kitchen, that's Down to the Pool. I be getting my episodes mixed up. The episode of Rock's Ratchet Kitchen, I was saying that I wish I had some mixing bowls, but I was like, but this is Rock's Ratchet Kitchen, so you know, we'll have to answer that in a moment. So I was saying, like, this is Rock's Ratchet Kitchen or whatever, so, you know, whatever. So, guys, she sent me an email, and she sent me a message, and she was like, you know, check your P.O. box. And I was like, I don't have a P.O. box anymore. So she sent it to the P.O. box where I used to have my sponsorships and stuff delivered. And then I actually got rid of it. But luckily, they held the package for me. And so I was very, very thankful for that. So let's see what we got here. Oh my God, y'all, some metal. Oh my God. Y'all, look. It's the metal. Oh my God, wait a minute. No way. No. Y'all, it's a hand mixer. No way. Y'all, I thought it was just a bowl. I just thought it was some mixing bowls. Y'all, it's a hand mixer in the bowls. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all, look. And it's the bowls right here, guys. Oh my goodness. This was so thoughtful. Oh my goodness. Shanette, girl, thank you so much. Oh my God. So now when we doing Rock's Ratchet Kitchen, it's about to turn into Rock's Ratchet Revival. You know what I'm saying? Baby. Yes. Blessings all around. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. So guys, what I'm gonna have to look into is getting a like, I know that there's like a service you can have, and basically what it is like it gives people an actual physical address, but then the packages are rerouted directly to your home. So earlier this year, I had to get rid of my PO box just because business had slowed down significantly, and it just didn't make sense to have it. And then now it doesn't make sense to have it because I don't have a car. So it's no point in me having things shipped there because I don't have a way to, well, I have a way to go get it, but it's a huge inconvenience. So what I started doing when I get sponsorships and stuff, I have those things sent directly to my home, and I like the fact that those things are also secured. You know, we have a kiosk downstairs, and so all of your packages are secured. Nothing is left at your door. Really big, expensive things that companies will send me, like articles of like furniture, big things like that. They'll bring it directly to my door, and typically I'm home, and so that has not been an issue. But yeah, girls, this was so thoughtful and so unexpected. So let's see what we have here. We have the measuring cups. We have the measuring spoons. We have, I want to say like a strainer. I'm thinking that you put your lemon in here and you squeeze it. It catches the seeds and then the juice comes out at the bottom. We have the mixing attachments right here. We of course have the mixer. And then we got the bowls. Hey, we got the bowls. Hey, we got the bowls. Hey, we got... Oh my God. This, oh, and then we have a spatula, and I've been wanting one of these. This is a silicone spatula, and these are really good when you're doing cupcakes and just stuff like that. And it just helps everything glide on, you know, pretty easily. So I had been wanting one of these or whatever, and it's good for like, you know, scraping the bowl or whatever. So, oh my God. Y'all, it's official, baby. And y'all, I found the apron. So I'm washing my apron, and I'm also washing my hat. So we're gonna have another episode of Rock Scratcher Kitchen coming soon. I wanted to make my favorite meal with you guys. I mean, y'all know what I love to make. You guys know I love turkey necks, brown rice, yams, and green beans with lemon and bacon on the green beans. And so we're gonna make that. That'll probably be like a celebratory meal. Maybe we'll make that like, you know, when we hit a milestone, that, you know, something that I'm looking forward to or whatever. But yeah, girls, I am so happy, and I just feel just so, I don't know, it's just like a good feeling. I'm starting to get, you know, a lot of people just, you know, making really positive comments. I've always had positive comments on the blogs, but I'm noticing that the comments are more specified and more in depth, and it's just, you know, it just lets me know that I am going in the right direction. So yeah, girls, I am very excited, and I cannot wait to use my new accessories, girl. Look at me having a fully stocked kitchen. This is gonna be a chef's kitchen for real. I had a company that reached out to me, and they wanted to send me some ceramic pots. Guys, these pots are gorgeous, and so I'm hoping that we'll get the package in a couple of days, because it's been like 2 weeks so far. And so anyway, so we'll have our brand new ceramic pots. We have our mixing bowls. So yeah, girl, we building our little collection, girl. But anyway, let me call my friend back, and then once I talk to her, I'll give you guys a call back. Hey girls. All right, y'all, so I'm getting ready to film a sponsorship. Y'all, it's let me see. It is after 7:30. I haven't talked to y'all in a couple of days. I actually haven't been feeling really well or whatever. So girl, the cramps came to visit me. You hear me, baby? Them cramps don't be nothing to play with. So that's what's been going on. But hopefully, you know, I'll be feeling better early in the morning. I think what I'm gonna do tonight, I'm gonna drink some bone broth, and then after that, I'm gonna drink some of that. I have this raspberry leaf tea, and so that definitely helps. So I'm gonna have some of that, and we're gonna top it off with a magnesium pill, because girl, I gotta get back on track. So and what I mean get back on track, I'm talking about walking and stuff like that or whatever. So yeah, girl, we got to get to it. And then this vlog was supposed to be out tomorrow, but that's okay because at least I'll have an opportunity to put in a sponsorship. But anyway, one thing that I have been noticing, y'all know that I hadn't really been on social media as much. And I got on there for about 2 hours, and I'm talking about TikTok. But one of the things I'm starting to realize that irritates the hell out of me is like guys that are saying woman, and they're using it in the wrong way. They'll be like, they were talking about an event where all of these cougars were supposed to be. So all of these guys came out to meet, these cougars. And when they got there, none of the women were there. But instead of the guy saying women, they was like, no woman was there. There were no women there. And I'm just like, what is going on with this caveman era? It's not woman. When you're saying multiple, it's women. And it's like I keep hearing that, and it's just like from a younger generation. And I'm like, what happened where like people in their 20s don't know the difference between woman and women and when to use woman and women. And so it's technically y'all running around here, like I said, sounding like a bunch of damn cavemen. Talking about men want woman to talk to them. They want woman. I'm like, you sound like okay, not a caveman, but like Tarzan. Y'all remember when Tarzan used to be like, me want woman? That's how y'all sound. And it's just like, please, it drives me crazy because I've seen multiple guys do it. And you know me, I'm not about to start any trouble, and I'm not about to get in nobody's comment section and try to correct them, even though I want to, but it's not my responsibility. It's just, I just don't understand where it is a pandemic, girl. It is it's an epidemic of mass proportion. I never thought I would see the day when people did not know the difference between women and woman. And it was this guy, and he was saying that he thinks that he is finished with teaching because he was saying he noticed that younger boys, he taught middle school, but he was saying he noticed that younger boys, they simply don't want to learn. They want to disrupt the classroom. They want to be difficult. They want to be the class clown. And it's just like, I wonder if any of the guys now, it's just like, were you the class clown? Because where were you when they were trying to teach you how to properly use words? Where were you? And I'm just kind of like, it's scary because it's many people saying it. Now, I did hear a girl used it out of context, and she was around in the same age demographic that I'm speaking of. And y'all, I'm gonna be very honest, it is concerning. It really is. I remember at one point when you would write an email, after one sentence you would double space. That was just protocol. And I remember, girl, someone calling me into a meeting asking me why I double spaced after after I ended a sentence. And I'm like, technically that's how you're supposed to do it. Look, y'all, I literally had to pull up like actual like punctuation, like a statement, or okay, like I can't remember. It was like a punctuation guide that I had to pick up or whatever. But anyway, or not pick up, but I had to pull up a punctuation like ad, if you will, an excerpt. And so I was showing the person like, this is where it says that. However, over the years, that structure has changed. So now, when you type a sentence and you end it with a period, it's only one space. And so my fear is that that's going to be the same thing that's going to happen with the word women versus woman. And I'm like, so because you guys don't know the difference, are you going to rewrite Webster's dictionary? Are you just going to rewrite the way that sentences are supposed to be structured because you simply did not know, or you don't know the difference between the two? You know, and it's just, it sounds, guys, it sounds so bad. It sounds awful. And I just want to know, where did you learn that? Like, woman, and guy, talking about guys want to know why women don't want to go on date with them. And I'm like, what woman does not want to go on? Are you saying women don't want to go on a date with certain guys? Because if you are, you're definitely in the category of guys in which women would not want to go on a date, a date with. Because it just sounds bad. So yeah, girl, that's something that has been getting under my skin. Y'all know this is just a cute little this is just a cute little ramble session real quick before we get to doing this sponsorship. Another thing that I've been thinking about too, and you guys can, if you don't mind, get in the comment section. Is it just me, or do y'all think it's like a flex when you buy your car from the specific dealership that it's from? Like, so for example, if you went to buy a Toyota, do you think it's a flex to buy your car from Toyota? Like, I was thinking about that, and I was like, wow, like, I've never bought my actual car from like the dealership that it was manufactured by. So anytime I bought a car, it's been from like, I don't know, CarMax, right? So I would buy a car from CarMax, and then if I needed something done to it, I would have to take it to like an authorized dealer. And I always feel like when you buy your car from the actual car dealership of that specific manufacturer, they just treat you a little bit better. And I mean, that's just my opinion, but I don't know, because I haven't had the experience. But I was like, damn, now don't get me wrong, I probably would buy my car from Acura, because I mean, I'm gonna buy the Acura, but I probably would buy it from CarMax, don't get me wrong, because I just don't want the whole I don't know, like, I don't want to go through the whole song and dance and all of that negotiation. I don't want to go through that. I just kind of want everything to just be kind of cut and dry. I want to be able to buy my car online, go pick it up, and come home, period. I don't want, or go about my day. I don't really want the hassle back and forth. But one of the disadvantages that I faced of buying my cars from CarMax is like, whatever your car come with is what you're getting. Like, for example, if your car does not come with, like, if they don't have the manuals, or if they only have one key, that's all you get. Whereas if you go to the dealership and you buy your car, you're going to get 2 keys, you're going to get certain things. And so that's the only disadvantage, But I'm not going to lie, girls, it would be nice to just, have that experience of, buying the car. If there is any of the girls, y'all let me know. What has your experience been when it comes to car purchasing? Would you say the experience is better when you bought it directly from a dealership, or do you think it's better when you purchase it, or do you think it does not matter? The only dealership that I didn't really have a problem with is Chevrolet. My first car was a Cavalier, and I bought it from Jeff Haas Mazda, and I needed something done to it, and I would take it to Chevrolet. And when I tell you, they treated me like the queen, honey. I was treated so well. But I can say, like, that was the only experience. But anytime I needed something you know what? I'm gonna say this. I've driven Honda, I've driven Acura. Of course, now we got old bestie out there, the Infiniti. But I can't say that I've had to have my cars taken to the dealerships because of the fact that they were Hondas, Acuras, or whatever, and I didn't have any issues with them. But I had a car accident in the Acura, and I was able to get it fixed at the Acura dealership. And then So yeah, but I just feel like it would be nice to have that experience. But girl, all of the haggling and negotiating, and I can't do it. I just don't want to, you know. So anyway, girls, I need to finish putting this makeup on and just throw something on real quick. Y'all know how I do with these sponsorships. I be trying to look really, nice and presentable and stuff like that or whatever. So let me finish, doing my makeup, and then I'll give you guys a call back when I'm done. All right, girls, I just finished doing the sponsorship. I need to edit it really quick or whatever. So, girl, not me dressed up like I'm going on a hot date at, what time is it, girl? 8:40 at night. I have not eaten yet today. I need to eat like something. I don't know, girls. I'm thinking about making my famous rice with egg recipe. It is so yummy and delicious. That is like some of the, it's like so good. I think it's just the seasonings because I use, it's like a steak seasoning from Aldi. Girls, do not sleep on Aldi. I know a lot of the girls be like, oh, I can't shop there, girl. You got to get, if you don't do nothing else, girl, but go to Aldi and get the seasoning, okay? And I think they're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, y'all, I'm getting too excited because I got 30 things to tea for y'all, girl. But let me finish my thought. The seasonings are very affordable and they're very quality seasoning. So my favorite is the steak seasoning, the lemon pepper, and what's the other one? Oh, the onion. They just have minced onions. And girl, they have one that's like a garlic and parmesan. No, it's a garlic and, hold on, let me go get it. So this one is the garlic, salt, and parsley. It's really good, but you have to be really, really light-handed with this. You don't want to do too much with this one because it is very, very potent. But it tastes so good on ground chicken. I am a ground chicken fanatic. And then this is the steak seasoning right here. This is really, really good. But this is what I wanted to tell y'all. So the other day when my sister and I were out, I stopped at Aldi. Girl, the prices have been dropped dramatically and I cannot believe it. So I was talking to the guy, the cashier, and I was like, wow, your prices, like I have not seen prices that low since January. And so I was just asking him about it and he was saying that they have a new management. And I was like, y'all, I'm talking about the stuff that would normally cost me like $40 costs like $22. And like when the last time I went in Aldi to do my own grocery shopping, celery was like $2.10. Baby, they slashed that. It's down to $1.65. I got some onion rings. That was like three something, girl. That's like $2.99. So the prices have dropped dramatically, literally on anything and everything you can think of. So if you get a chance, please head over to your local Aldi and just check out some of the prices. Oh, another thing that's dropped is their ground chicken. And I used to get the Purdue ground chicken from them. And then they had went up really, really high. And now they dropped it back down. So y'all already know, baby, it's been, it's about to be ground chicken city over here. So yeah, but anyway, girls, let me finish doing, I need to edit this sponsorship really quick. And when I finish doing that, I'll come back and we'll talk or we'll hang out some more. Hey girls, y'all, I'm exhausted. So, oh Lord, it's hot. I just did a bombshell block. Y'all know how I like to walk these blocks over here and they are super long. It just feels like to walk a block over here, it takes like, I don't know, girl, sometimes 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. So anyway, I was like, okay, let's, get our workout in the gym. I like to do I like to do a block. And then I like to come in here and work out, but not only is it hot outside, it's extremely hot in here. And I'm like, why is there no air in the gym? So I'm tired, y'all. If I'm talking extremely slow, that's because, baby, I am woe out. So I think I'm gonna try to do, try to do a little something before I head back upstairs. But anyway, girls, oh, I'm drained. I just wanted to give y'all a call since I didn't call you guys back last night or whatever. And so when we get back upstairs, I'm probably just gonna make like a little a lunch platter or something. But anyway, I'm sorry guys. Let me kind of get my energy and my wind back. Or I'm sorry, not wind, but my breath back. And then I'll call y'all. I guess I'll call y'all when I get upstairs. Hey girls. I know I look dramatically different. You know I love looking pretty for my bombshells. So I put on obviously a different wig and stuff after the workout. So this workout was not very good. Guys, I am dealing with some monster cramps and it's just wearing me out. And it's just like, it's amazing how like cramps and hormones will completely just change your drive. So I'm having a very hard time just keeping myself motivated this week. I started feeling like I was losing my energy on Friday. And so it just kind of went downhill from there or whatever. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday was better. I feel like I was able to kind of fight it a little bit better Sunday or whatever. But girl, it's been a fight. And it's just like, it's crazy how, just being a woman, how you can, feel like you coming out of the trenches, you coming out of the wilderness, and then girl, here come them damn cramps and them hormones creeping up on you, and you literally like, you don't want to do anything. At least I can speak for myself. Like I just haven't felt like doing anything, and not to mention like the amount of anxiety that it brings with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you already dealing with cramps, and then my cramps comes with the Sunday scaries. Like last night I was just like, oh my God, tomorrow is Monday and I gotta get this, and I just felt so overwhelmed. And then also just like this morning waking up feeling overwhelmed, like, oh my God, am I gonna be able to get this done, make this happen or whatever. And so I had to call my girl ChatGPT. I just been dealing with that and just been like sleepy and haven't wanted to do anything, but I did have an opportunity to catch up on some Netflix shows. I watched The Beauty and the Bester, which is like this doctor. She was an influencer doctor, and she started messing with this guy that she knew from her past, and this fool was down to the prison, girl. And they pretended that he had, I guess, taken his own life and burnt his cell up or whatever. And upon more investigation, girl, they found that it was a whole scheme that tossed it up to bring us down to the bullshit on Netflix. So I was watching that, and then I watched, I've been watching this other thing, I think it's called Betrayal on Hulu, and it's about a lady who met a doctor. I'm like, girl, what is going on with these doctors, girl? But she met a doctor, girl, and the doctor, he was not a good guy. Unfortunately, he was like filming kids and having footage of kids and stuff like that. It was just like really bad. So I haven't finished watching that, but I'm gonna probably, try to jump in and watch that tonight. But anyway, y'all, my friend, my bestie, she surprised me and just brought me like a couple of things or whatever, because you guys know, like, I'm a girl from the South, and I don't, like, I haven't dabbled in like a lot of Caribbean food. And if you guys don't know, my best friend is from Panama. And so anyway, she popped up on me and she just brought me like some, different foods and stuff to try. So y'all, she brought me some Jamaican beef patty. Y'all, have you guys ever had these before? Oh my God, girl, it was so good. It's called Caribbean Food Delight. Amazing. So what I did, and it is spicy. It says spicy on the package. It is spicy. I don't know where she got this from, but I put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then I took it out the microwave and I put it in the air fryer on 325, and I left it in there for 5 minutes. When I tell you, it was, oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. It was like Bye Bye Rule. Y'all remember I used to be singing that song, Bye Bye Rule. He put that ting on you. Girl, it's like they put some Bye Bye Rule in here, and so I wanted to share this with y'all. And then she brought me some coffee from Thailand. Let me get the coffee. It's called Satria. I guess that's how you pronounce it. and it's coconut coffee. And so anyway, she was like, you could probably try this with your bombshells, but we're gonna probably try this maybe next week, because right now you guys know that I'm cutting back on sugar. So it comes in like a package like this. So y'all, these cravings are wearing me out. Oh my God, when I tell you, I just been craving, just like, I want some Oreos and some powdered donuts. I just want all of this yummy, delicious stuff or whatever that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to get this body right. I think like after seeing results of just from walking and then going downstairs and just doing weights, like seeing how, you know, like my arms and stuff are starting to change. Like, y'all look, they was my arms, I already have pretty slim arms, but of course from weight loss, you know, you sometimes, you know, things get a little bit loose or whatever. So anyway, I just start to see like how, I don't know, look at my muscle. I don't know if y'all can see it, but look at my muscle. But anyway, so yeah, after just like walking and lifting weights, I started to kind of see a little bit of a difference. And so I started to get really, really, you know, motivated. And so I'm trying to stay on task with the sugar fast, and it has been so hard. So this company reached out to me and they wanted to send me over some sweaters. And I was like, okay. And so I went on to their Amazon store and I ordered the sweaters, not thinking a whole lot about the sweaters, but baby, when I tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. So this is one of them, y'all. When I tell you, these are so soft and just so like snuggly or cozy, like really soft and cozy. And they all have the waffle print. And that's another thing. When we went to Nordstrom's, remember guys, last week we went to Nordstrom's and I saw so many waffle textured fabrics. And so I guess that's kind of like the theme for this winter. But so this one is like a olive green, so soft and so pretty. And I love the fact that it has the 3 buttons down the side. I'm gonna do like a whole like try on situation for you guys, but I just wanted to show y'all before I did the sponsorship. And then we have this is a jacket, and I chose this because I was like, you know what, I knew that I would be able to dress this up with some really cute boots, a pair of really fitted jeans, and then of course, you know, just a really nice fitted top under here, really simple but cute and stylish. And so again, it has the whole waffle print. This part is really, really soft, guys. I did get all of these in a size small. And so as you can see, everything fits really, really loose. And so if you decide to order any of this, I'm going to say definitely get your size. Unless you like your things to be like really, really loose and baggy, you can always, you know, go up a size or whatever. But a lot of this stuff, when I was selecting it, I just noticed like on the model that everything was kind of big. I tried this one on already because I was really excited about the navy blue, but let me just show y'all. So the navy blue one is super cute. This is definitely going to be one that I'm going to wear when I do my workouts, because you know, it's a little bit more casual. I love the fact that it has the v-neck here. Again, we have the super soft theme, and we have the waffle print on this, and this one is a little bit more casual. Now this next one, I ain't gonna lie, girl, I was so surprised. Y'all, look at this. Y'all, I could not freaking believe it. So this sweater is so heavy. The quality on it is amazing. So it's the quality for me. And not only is it the quality, I love how the end of it is made. It's kind of like rounded around the hips, and it just kind of hangs a little bit. Let me see. So yeah, it's a little bit shorter in the front, not short, but shorter in the front, and hangs a little bit lower on the back. I love the sleeves on this thing. Girl, I am gonna have to email the company and just tell them how impressed I am. I'm not gonna lie. I am so impressed. We have this one, and I love this one. Now this one is like an oversized shirt. You can wear it open like this, or you can wear it buttoned all the way up. Y'all look at this. Look at this. Super freaking cute. Love it. This is the extra item right here. This one is exactly like the cream. So it just has the buttons down the front. And then of course on the sides, again guys, all of this stuff is a size small, but what we're gonna do is a 24-hour we're gonna do like a 24-hour wash test. I'm gonna do all of that, and then I'll come back with a full review. But the quality, I had to show you guys the quality of these items, and I'm so excited to wear them now. It's not it's still relatively warm in Houston or whatever, but at least we have some cute little items and stuff like that going into the winter. So yeah, girls, but I need to figure out what we're gonna eat, and I also need to try to figure out if this vlog is going to go out tomorrow or is it gonna go out Wednesday, because I just feel like I don't have enough footage. And then I'm also waiting for a company to email me back about another sponsorship. I'm sure you guys don't care about all of that, you know, all of that nerdy stuff or whatever, girls. But y'all like my dress? Y'all, I got this dress from Banana Republic. It's a little, I don't have it on right. I just tied it around the neck. Really, it's supposed to like crisscross, but it's buckling right here. But I just feel like so pretty and just like feminine, and I love my hair. I just love like how feminine and pretty I look. Y'all, I love looking pretty. I just wish like I could get paid just to like look pretty, you know what I'm saying? Let me not say that. You know what? Let me not say that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because there was a time where I prayed to be doing what I'm doing now, and God opened the door. But there are so many ups and downs that come with the content creator thing, and it's just like, it's volatile, guys. And so I know it's a lot of you girls out there that want to be a full-time content creator, and although it does have its rewards, it does come with some ups and downs. And you know, like I said, like the money being volatile, like there'll be some months where you just don't make anything, or you don't make as much. You know, you probably are always going to have a sponsorship, but sometimes sponsorships will be delayed, sometimes they'll get canceled. And when you're up and coming like I am, you know, they don't come as fast. And then we also have to consider the vitality of the economy. I hope that's a word, by the way, but the way that the economy is going, and when you're not an established content creator, you know, you definitely feel the impact of that or whatever. So although I would love to wake up every morning and just look drop dead gorgeous and put on the finest of garments, you know, I also want my content to have substance, and I want opportunities. Not necessarily, I would not necessarily want to go on brand trips, but I would want to be in rooms, you know, do things with like LinkedIn, Indeed, you know, because y'all know, like, I like career-based things. Like, I want my content to have substance. And I'm not saying that if all you do is go on brand trips, your content does not have substance, but you know, I would like a more business element to my content where, you know, we go, me and you, the bombshells, we all get together and we're flying and we're going on these trips to, you know, corporate headquarters and, you know, conferences. And I like stuff like that. Like, I want to do things like that. Don't get me wrong, I would love to go to headquarters of like, you know, I guess clothing manufacturers and things like that, but I definitely want more of an element and more of an impact to my content. So while just all you have, like, so while waking up in the morning and looking pretty and dressing pretty sounds fun, I want it to be more in-depth. I hope that makes sense or whatever. So that's something, I'll be honest guys, that's something that I've been manifesting. Like, I just, you know, I want those big opportunities, doors to open, and, you know, go and, you know, be a part of, you know, something really, really impactful, you know, something where I'm serving and I'm helping the community, I'm helping women. So that type of stuff would just be like so awesome. And then not only that, to get paid for it, and then not only to get paid for it, but to also like have a company pay for your flight to send you, I was going to say, to ship you out. Have a company to fly you out and put you up, and you going to these conferences, and you're sitting in on, you're assisting or you're helping make really big decisions. And that's the things that I dream of when I dream. My wildest dream, is that, like, that type of stuff. So yeah, girls. Y'all, am I the only one that sleeps in bed with books? Girl, when I tell you, I have like 3 books in my bed right now and my laptop. And so I probably need to stop doing that. But I always end up like journaling late at night. I'm actually about to journal now. And then I'll fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I end up with books in the bed with me. What I want to say is this: if there is anyone out there, if you have an idea, and you're scared to act on it, or if you are a content creator and you want to create a specific segment in your content, whether it's like funny, educational, whatever, but it's something just like completely different from what you're used to, and you are scared to go forward, do not let fear hold you back. And the reason why is because we created Down to the Pool. It was just like a funny little series I created for the bombshells, and just because there's always so much action happening at my pool. So guys, because of Down to the Pool, a company reached out to me and they want to sponsor one of our videos because they saw an episode of Down to the Pool and they thought that it was hilarious. And so I say all of that to say, like, you just never know what could come from an idea that you're scared to act upon, or you just never know what can come from just your creativity or your smarts or your wherewithal or your voice or whatever it is. I would just say, just go for it, and go for it, and know that, if God put this idea in you, it's a reason why. You're not always going to know the reason why, but if there's something that just keeps telling you to do this certain thing, just do it to the best of your ability. Even if you don't have all the pieces and the parts to go with it, create the thing. And I think that goes into the whole saying that God will make room for your gifts, or your gifts, your gifts will make room for you, or something like that. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, so when the company reached out to me, I was kind of like, initially, I don't know, sometimes y'all, I'll like talk myself out of something before I have time to just really have time to really just sit down and think about it. Y'all, this is my heating pad. I told y'all, girl, these cramps have been wearing the kid out. But anyway, so I'll just kind of talk myself out of it or whatever. And I don't know why I do that. Like, I guess I get scared or whatever. And then I'll come back to it later. And I'll be like, you know what? This could work. And then I'll just kind of go from there or whatever. And so what I'm trying to do now is just be open to different opportunities, no matter what it is. If it aligns with what I'm doing, I try to, make room for it or whatever. And that's another thing, like, sometimes when I'm creating vlogs where you guys are probably not seeing me do like a whole lot, girl, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I be in so much pain, but I don't be wanting to really complain, but sometimes I'm in a lot of pain, like my leg could be hurting me, something is just bothering me. If you guys are not seeing me just up and moving around or whatever, but what I noticed is like the vlogs where we're doing more, where I'm feeling better and we're working out, we're doing more stuff, we're going to the grocery store, I'm cooking, that type of stuff, when I'm offering a variety of content within a vlog, I am noticing that more and more and more companies reach out to me. And so I don't know, I just kind of made that connection recently, like, golly, like, if you really just in your vlog and you doing a lot of stuff, companies are going to reach out and they're going to want to work with you. Like, I've had like a athleisure wear company reach out because I've been working out a lot more. I had a non-alcohol wine company reach out or whatever. So again, this is just like a little pro tip to my content creator girlies. If you can, just try to, like, you know, do, you know, a variety of things in your content. But if you can't, don't worry about it, you know, because I understand that sometimes as girls we don't always feel good, and you know, that type of thing or whatever. But in those times where you're not feeling well and it's not a whole bunch of movement and you don't, you know what I'm saying, girl, just make sure when you are having conversations, make sure that your conversations are of value. You're adding value to your platform. You know, you're showing the girls how to do something, you putting the girls on or whatever it is. And so, you know, you can still, doors will still open. Doors are going to open anyway, because that's just the way that God would want it to be. But doors are still going to open. But I'm just noticing that more and more and more opportunities are starting to come about, you know, with the more diverse content. But yeah, girl, so that's about it. But y'all, I wish I was feeling a little bit better. I hate this because I wanted to do so much in this vlog. Like, we still got to tidy up the closet, but I'm not gonna lie, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then my workout sucked. And you know, y'all noticed that we didn't even work out that much in this vlog. And so tonight when I go to bed, or before I go to bed, I am going to, I said this last night, but I'm seriously, y'all, for real, I'm gonna drink some of that bone broth, and then I'm going to take my magnesium pill. That way when I wake up in the morning, I'll be feeling better. I've noticed, like, I don't know, like, because I hadn't been feeling good, I hadn't been journaling as much, and you know, just listening to you know, my gospel music and stuff as much. And I noticed, like, I hadn't been in a good place mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just started to feel like my depression was starting to creep back up on me or whatever. And I just realized, like, I'm not ever going to be able to just I'm not going to be able to go back to having a normal routine. Like, that, it has to be a part of my routine. Like, writing in my journal every day, making sure that I have, you know, praise and worship like the first 2 hours of the day when I wake up. Typically it's more or whatever, like when I do my walks or whatever. I have to exercise every day, get out and get some type of sun or just some type of fresh air, be in nature some type of way. Like, maybe I could probably go one day without doing that, but I noticed, like, I didn't do anything Sunday and I didn't do anything Saturday. I did a little bit of something Friday, but girl, it was downhill from there. And so it just feels like you are fighting. Like, girl, it's like you just fighting to get yourself back to where you were. And so I'm just gonna have to keep fighting the good fight, girl. So anyway, I am about to write in the journal, relax for a little bit. Oh, I need to take this makeup and stuff off too or whatever, but I feel so pretty. I do, but I need to take my makeup and stuff off or whatever, and then we're gonna relax for the night. I'll probably give you guys a call back in the morning, you know, once we get up and get dressed and, you know, get ready to go do our, you know, our daily exercise.